Hello, Just Too Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO Toy Story 2010 Pizza Planet Truck Rescue Set with 225 pieces, 4 characters, and retailed for $40 in the United States, where it was a Target exclusive in May 2010. The Buzz Lightyear in this set is the same version from a lot of LEGO Toy Story sets, though he's thrown in here. It kind of makes sense. I mean, he was in this particular scene. They couldn't really put Woody in here since that's who they were rescuing. But that is it for this version, which you guys know how it works. There's the wings that go into the little body armor piece. There's the visor at the top, which is a separate piece, the molded head. And of course, with all of those additions removed, you do get some nice torso printing underneath. And it even has some back torso printing, which is above and beyond in my opinion. Here is Ham. The design of this is actually not exclusive to the set, but it also came in the Western Train Chase. So this was about half the price. So it was an easier way to get him. Unfortunately, unlike the one in the Trash Compactor Escape, which was a different design than those two, there is no coins inside here, so it's just kind of an empty Ham. But if you don't know how this works, it's just one piece for the body. You could connect him to 4 studs right in the middle there, but there's this plug piece, which is a little bit hard to get out. But once you get it out, you could actually fill that up with coins, or you could take out the coins in there that you fill up with the coin slot at the top. If you're wondering why this hole is here, that's for the bowler hat exclusive to the Western Train Chase set. Overall, he's one of my favorite figures of the Toy Story series. They did a great job with him. Now, the little green man of this set is the same as a lot of other sets, but this was a relatively cheap way to get him at $40, but not too much else going on here. As for Rex, the design of this is the same one from the Western Train Chase, which is a little bit different from the 2019 version where it's lacking the eyebrows, but other than that, it's the same with these 2 little legs right here, which just attach via Technic pins. So you do have some pieces there. Also a tail that attaches via that blue Technic pin, and you could get some movement there. You could also position the legs as you'd like. And he has these small, tiny little arms, which don't really move independently, but you can move them up and down conjoined. And that's always fun to play around with. The design of this is very oversized, but that's because it has to fit Rex, it has to fit Ham, and it's not oversized in the world of LEGO Toy Story, or at least this original line. It's the same scale as, say, the garbage truck from the Garbage Truck Getaway set. If you put this in a LEGO City, it would look out of place, but if you put this on its own on display, it's instantly recognizable. It's actually 10 wide, which is quite crazy, but again, they have to fit all those characters inside, and I think its oversized look allows for a lot more details than, say, if it was like 6 wide or more minifigure scale, per se. There's some nice printed elements exclusive to the set, like the side doors that read Pizza Planet Delivery Shuttle, the side windows. Those are found on both sides of the vehicle. And there's also some nice printed pieces at the back of the vehicle, which include the 2x2 that says, yo, I love that, and also a 1x2 with a license plate. One of my favorite details of the set is how they built the space shuttle at the top, which they use all existing pieces and very common pieces in that manner, but it just looks perfect. Also, at the top, they have this hatch that can open so that you could stick Rex's head to kind of peek out of the vehicle. This whole back space easily removes, and that works fine. It only attaches to 4 studs at the front. That back space is where Rex is supposed to stand, and that whole area is kind of a mess because Rex is such a big figure. You have to line him perfectly on these 2 studs here, and then you have to be so careful to just kind of put this back space back on. And if you mess up at all, parts are going to start popping off. Ham stands in this middle part here, and he easily falls over since he's a very loose connection. And Rex stands in this back area here, and he easily falls over since his feet are a very loose connection. It just becomes a mess, and it becomes very frustrating. I like how this is built using studs not on top technique. Sorry, a little tongue twister there. But this area always pops off because it's only supported by a couple studs attaching to this back part here. So what you're going to have is just this whole back area just easily popping off, and that is so annoying. It's very frustrating. I love the design of the set, but just the interior annoys the heck out of me. The front interior of the vehicle can be accessed by removing the roof right here, and it's almost as annoying as the back. Now, if you put the characters in place, they should be fine, but they ask you to remove Buzz's wings, which I understand, though sometimes Ham will just pop out, and then he'll start messing with those, as in like pushing them out of place, and it's kind of a pain to get them to sit just right. You got to make sure their arms are lifted up and not pushing out these doors, and it's just a very tight fit in general. Now, if you do remove that, you can get a better look at the inside. There's a nice build for the steering wheel right here where they use a fork piece and just a regular steering wheel piece. And there's enough space to fit those two characters. You can't fit Rex or you can't fit Ham in this front area. Now on the box, they actually show Ham in one of these front seats. You can kind of get that maybe by sticking him out like that, but it's not going to be a secure fit. And you can see a little rubber band there. That's actually part of a play feature, which we'll get to right now. So the feature is actually by opening up this lid right here, you can fill up this front part with pizzas. It could fit up to, I don't even know, you probably have like 10 pizzas in there. They give you 6 in the set. And pull this part at the back. It shoots out the pizza. Let's try that once from the front. Shoots them out pretty well. And all that works by just having this plate run through the whole bottom part of the vehicle. And it's attached to that rubber band in the middle, so once you pull it back, it kind of springs forward one of these 2x2 pizza disc pieces, which again, you do get 6 of them in this set. Finally, one last thing I want to note is that these side doors open up since they are on hinges. You kind of get Buzz in a better position by leaving it open, but it wouldn't really make sense if you're driving the vehicle to leave the side doors open. But that's it for the build. Still love how it looks, as frustrating as it is, and let's take a look at the packaging and the final verdict. The box for this set is a $40 box size, which just says Special Edition in the corner. That's actually the Target Special Edition logo, since this was a Target exclusive. For some reason, there was actually coding to Special Edition logos back in the day, but that's for another video. And at the back, this is actually faded because I had this on display for so long, but you could see some of the play features and whatnot. And unfortunately, I lost instructions to this set, so rest in peace. So overall, this is one of the hardest sets to get from LEGO Toy Story secondhand, and it's for a good reason. The exterior build of this is so iconic nowadays because it's in so many Pixar movies, and of course it meant a lot in the first 2 Toy Story movies at least, which this is based off the second Toy Story movie. And I think that they should have done another shot at this and just release one maybe with the Toy Story 4 line, because even though this was released under Toy Story 3, it had nothing to do with the movie. The design of this really has its problems with the interior. I get it, they have to fit all 4 characters inside there, and Rex is this big figurine, Ham is not really a minifigure, so they have to make different ways. And it doesn't compromise the exterior look, but it does compromise just the function of this. You gotta be very careful. This back part is so loose, not only with this back area with the windows, but also with this back attachment with the license plate and such. And the front end of the interior is also very tight and a lot of pieces seem to fall off. I do like the play feature. I think that's probably the best part of the interior build because that works flawlessly in my opinion and is really clever on how it came out. So with all that considered, I do really like the exterior of the set, and it's one of my favorite Toy Story sets to display, but it's not one of my favorite Toy Story sets in general just because of how weak and flimsy the interior is. As for the set on its base on the shelf, I actually decided to put it with my grouping of the first wave of sets because it is from Toy Story 2, so it kind of makes sense to place it there. It also has a classic wave of characters. But that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and join me as I continue along this Toy Story 3 path, reviewing all the sets. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.